Hi again and welcome to DigiGantic, where we are in the business of smart social. We're going to use today's video to focus on the platform's publishing features. And as you can see, I'm using one of DigiGantic's accounts, which we utilize to communicate with our social media audience for the purposes of the demonstration. To start off, let's go to the calendar. So if you're not there yet, you can go to Publishing and View Calendar. And you can see our calendar open at the moment here. And I just want to focus on the colors for a second. You will notice there are light blue and dark blue posts. Now, this basically means the dark blue posts have already been published and the light blue posts are still meant to be published. You will also see some more colors there in terms of the little colored circles. And these colored circles are content groups, which we will discuss in a separate video. But the content groups, just in principle, is a very nice way of grouping your content together in terms of various different campaigns that you may want to measure and compare against each other. For our just to give an indication, we use these color-coded content groups to separate our content in terms of specifying which content is company content, what content is curated, what content we view as casual content, and also to separate it based on specific platforms that we wish to publish to. To start off with, let's have a look at how we go about publishing. So if I go and click on publishing, I can go and schedule a publication, which is probably the simplest way of doing things, or I can click directly on the calendar on any specific date that I wish to schedule a publication. So let us just go and schedule the publication from the menu and click on schedule publication. And then I get a little pop-up box that appears here, which asks me if I want to add my content or the post that I'm about to schedule to an existing content group, as in the content groups that I've just shown you, or do you want to just create it as a post? For the purposes of the demonstration, I'm just going to create a plain post. And then I get my posting menu. So again, what can I do here? I can go and type in a specific message that I want to schedule. For instance, I'm just going to quickly capture a specific article from one of our content pieces from our content hub to use as an example. So in essence, I just want to grab a quick link, just make it easy, and copy the entire tweet there. And I can just go and paste it here in my message, bearing in mind that I can also customize my message for Twitter, obviously based on the character limitations. If I wish to do that, I can put a separate message in there as well. And once I've done this, obviously now I've included a link as part of my post, so selecting the best social channels for your business, something obviously that would be very relevant for everyone watching the video right now, and a link to read the article as well. Now, very important to keep in mind that you can go and tailor anything relevant to this link. Here you get the little preview of what the link actually pulls in. So it's going to pull in the image that is on the link at the moment. I can go and tailor my content or my description here. I can tailor obviously the heading of the link as well. I can even go and change the image if I wish to do that, and various ways that I can do this. I've got my content library set up here, and I can just go and select any images that I've utilized in previous posts, or I can also add a video if I wish to do that, or I can go a step further and I can even go and connect my Dropbox folder or my Google Drive folders, external folders, and I can utilize any images that I may have stored on there from a space perspective, and obviously also from a convenience perspective. So let us just utilize the piece as it is right now. And if I'm happy with my selection there and with the image that I've chosen there, I can go and select where do I wish to publish this post to. So what you see here below are all the various target accounts that's connected with this specific DigiGantic account. So let's just say I wish to go and publish it, for instance, on Facebook and on Twitter. And once I've selected the channels which I wish to post to, I can either publish this post now, or I can go to the advanced features and just to show you a couple of interesting elements that could be relevant there. I can go and obviously, again, like I say, post it now, or I can post it later, and I can put a specific time and a date in that would suit me. I can use our recurring posting schedule. So for instance, if this is an article that you wish to go out on an ongoing basis, maybe every 2 weeks or repeated on a regular basis, or I can add it to a queue. Which basically is a link to our posting schedule, which is also something that is being discussed in a separate post. To give you a quick indication, what the posting schedule looks like, I can go and set specific times, which I can view obviously as premium times that I know my content is being read more. Information which I could have collected in this instance from our analytics as well. And I can go and indicate specific times that I wish my content to go out, and it'll go out automatically in a queue if I utilize or select that specific option. So for the purposes of this demonstration, again, let's just indicate that I wish to post it later, and it doesn't really matter. Let's say we wanted to go out tomorrow. Fantastic. And I click on next. Now, here's a couple of interesting advanced features that we can start looking at as well. Just to give you an indication, for instance, link frames. Link frames is also something which is going to be discussed in a separate video, but the link frames in essence is a way to put your links on steroids. So if I want to include a link frame as part of this post, I can go and select it here. The link frame obviously would have needed to be set up already. So if you don't have a link frame, you would simply need to go and set up your link frame from your publishing calendar and selecting the link frame. So to give you a quick indication, let us just open a separate account here quickly. And now that we are looking at the separate account, again, I go to the publishing menu and I go to link frames where I would set up my link frame. So here you can see there's a link frame already set up in this instance, which we can utilize, which is basically a nice header image that can appear on top of any of the posts that we schedule. And it can contain a image or a logo, it can contain a call to action button, and you can obviously preset anything specific to the colors that you wish to utilize to ensure brand association for you. But again, as I've indicated, this will be utilized in or discussed further in a separate video, and this header image will then appear on top of the open link. So if the link is, for instance, to the blog that you've seen from our perspective, this link would appear right at the top of that blog once it is opened up, or once the link is clicked, and you've got your own personalized call to action message there, which offers you the opportunity to collect leads or whatever it is that you might want to achieve as part of your content goals. Great. So very nice feature. You can obviously also utilize a couple of other elements here besides the link frames in terms of call to actions. If you want to utilize that via Facebook, there's elements like Twitter cards if you wish to utilize that. And if I continue with my post on this end, I also have the option to not shorten my links. Now, bearing in mind that the platform will automatically shorten your links, if you choose not to shorten links on any of the platforms that you've chosen to publish the specific post to, then unfortunately the platform will not be able to track that. So I would always recommend keeping the links shortened. Some of the reasons that you may not want the link shortened is possibly that you want to see your URL or your domain as part of the link, and provide possibly a more confidence for your customers to click on that link. But again, like I say, unfortunately, if you do not shorten the link, it will not be tracked via the platform. And then you can also go more advanced in terms of your targeting options. You can select countries which you want your post to be shown to, cities, languages, ages, genders, relationships, geocoding, and obviously tailor the post further. And once you're happy with the post, you simply go and submit it. And that is basically all you need to know with regards to the publishing of a post. There are also other ways that you can incorporate or utilize publishing in terms of the publishing features. For instance, you can set up a RSS feed and any RSS syndication that you want to provide here. For instance, you can include any RSS with your scheduler. You simply go and copy and paste the link to the RSS, and then obviously here it indicates you can curate the content, review basically if you do have multiple members of your team that provide you with content, then obviously you need to indicate as well here if you want to review the content coming through from the RSS feeds, or if it's an RSS feed that you've set up yourself, or if you are happy not to review it and it will simply be published the way it is. And elect, again, obviously selecting where do you wish to publish the RSS content to specifically. Other options that you've got here as well is if you utilize our bulk scheduler, again, just from a time-saving perspective, something that someone might want to utilize. So let's just go and create a new content group, for instance, and then you have got different ways of doing this as well. You can upload your spreadsheet directly, or you can select your spreadsheet from your by uploading a Google Sheet, and there's a quick download sample of the format that the spreadsheet is supposed to be in. Again, something that is being covered in a separate video to give you an indication of what is possible there. Lastly, just to focus on Evergreen content, and Evergreen content is a very cool feature that the platform offers. And Evergreen content is something that we can select from many different areas. For instance, I can go to my calendar and I can select any of the posts that I may have published before, or posts that I'm still going to publish, and I can simply go and tick them as making them evergreen, or I can even go and have a look at some of the content groups that I've created so far. For instance, let's say I'm utilizing possibly some of our company content that we've published, and I perceive this content as content that is going to be relevant to post on an ongoing basis, then I can simply go and make the entire content group evergreen if I wish to utilize this as well. Now, what is going to happen if I do make this content evergreen, then if I do not have any content scheduled on my calendar, then the platform will automatically go and have a look at my evergreen content and at my posting schedule, and it will go and post my evergreen content as per my posting schedule on a automated basis. So whenever I do not have any content scheduled in my calendar for 2 hours, either before or after a specific time, then the system will automatically go and find evergreen content and place it in that slot and make sure that I do have content going out on an ongoing regular basis. So a very cool feature to simplify your task as a social manager or someone who's involved in providing social media content, to ensure that you never miss a beat, whether you go on leave or whether you are not in the office and you possibly forgot or missed a specific post that's meant to go out, to ensure that you do have ongoing visibility as part of your social media brand. And that is basically it for the publishing features. As always, feel free to let us know if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.